Good morning. Today we will discuss regarding introduction to signal conditioning. So in this we will discuss regarding the need of signal conditioning. So this is components of general measurement system. It consists of sensing element, then signal processing element, and last stage, that is data presentation element. So in between sensing element and the signal processing element, there will be the signal conditioning element. So you can see, so first there will be the measurand, and it is converted into electrical form by the use of sensor or transducer, and then there will be the signal conditioning element. And last stage, there will be the recorder or display processor. So the measurand, which is basically a physical quantity, as is detected by the first stage of the instrumentation or measurement system. That stage is the detector transducer stage. The quantity is detected and is transduced into electrical form. The output of the first stage has to be modified before it becomes usable and satisfactory to drive the signal presentation stage, that is the last stage. This last stage may consist of indicating, recording, displaying, data processing elements, or may consist of control elements. The methods used for modifying the transduced signal into a usable format for the final stage of the measurement system is called signal conditioning. So signal from detector or the sensing stage has to be modified, or it is also called the conditioned, in order to make more usable. These signals is then to be used in the later stage of the system that may consist of processing elements. Proper selection of signal conditioning circuit can improve the quality and system performance. So example of signal conditioning can be amplification and filtering. So why there is a need of the signal conditioning? So large amplification for the small signals, good transient response, that is small time constants. The signal conditioning equipment may be required to do linear processes like amplification, attenuation, integration, differentiation, addition, and subtraction. There are also required to do non-linear processes like modulation, demodulation, sampling, filtering, clipping and clamping, squaring, linearization, or multiplication by another function, etc. The output signal from the sensor or transducer of a measurement system has generally to be processed in some way to make it suitable for the next stage of the operation. Now the signals may be, for example, too small and have to be amplified. Certain or contain, the signal may contain interference which has to be removed. It may be non-linear and require linearization. It may be analog and have to be made digital. It may be digital and have to be made analog. It may be resistance change and have to be made into current change. It may be voltage change and have to be made into suitable size of current change, etc. All these changes can be referred to as signal conditioning. For example, the output from a thermocouple is a small voltage, a few millivolts. A signal conditioning module might then be used to convert this into a suitable size current signal. Also provide noise rejection, linearization, and cold junction compensation. So signal conditioning element, it receives the output or the signal from the sensing element, then it converts into more suitable signal for further processing like DC voltage, DC current, or frequency signal. Example, deflection bridge, which converts an impedance change into voltage change. Amplifier, which converts millivolts to volts. Then oscillator, which converts an impedance change into variable frequency voltage. So measurement system with electrical signals. So first it is a measure end. So measure end, it may be displacement, linear velocity, angular velocity, acceleration, force, pressure, temperature, heat flux, humidity, fluid flow or fluid flow rate, light intensity, chemical characteristics, chemical composition. So these are the quantity that to be measured, that is called a measure end. Now for that, the sensors and transducers that are used, different types of gauges, cell, pickup, transmitter. So which converts physical changes to electrical pulses. That is the function of transducer or sensor. Then in between the transducer or sensor and the last stage of measurement system, that is recorders and or displays processor, the signal in conditioning elements are placed. So that may be amplification, attenuation, filtering, high pass, low pass, band pass or band stop, differentiation, integration, linearization, converting a resistance to a voltage signal, converting a current signal to a voltage signal. So these are the different signal conditioning elements that are placed in between the transducer and the display stage. The following are the some of the processes that can occur in conditioning a signal. First is protection to prevent damage. So it provides protection to prevent damage to the next element. For example, a microprocessor. So as a result of high current and voltage, it gives protection to the microprocessor. Thus, there can be series current limiting resistors, fuses to break if the current is too high, polarity protection, and the voltage limitation circuits. Second is right type of the signal. So that is getting the signal into the right type of signal. This can be making the signal into a DC voltage or current. Thus, for example, the resistance change of strain gauge has to be converted into voltage change. This can be done by the use of Wheatstone bridge and using the out of balance voltage. So it can be making the signal digital or analog. Third is level of the signal. Getting the level of the signal right. The signal from a thermocouple might be just a few millivolts. If the signal is to be fed into analog to digital converter for inputting to a microprocessor, then it needs to be made much larger, volts rather than millivolts. So operational amplifiers are widely used for amplification. So many transducers produce signals with low voltages. Signals in the millivolt range are common, and in some cases signals are in a microvolt range. So it is difficult to transmit such signals over wires of greater length, and many processing systems require input voltages on the order of 1 to 10 volts. So this can be done with the help of amplification, signal amplification. Then fourth is reducing noise. eliminating or reducing noise. For example, the filters might be used to eliminate mains noise from signal. Next is signal manipulation. Example, making it a linear function of some variable. The signals from some sensors, for example, a flow meter, are non-linear, and thus a signal conditioner might be used so that the signal fade on to the next element is linear. So there are many possible functions in the signal conditioning stage. Some of the common functions are, so you can see in under signal conditioning elements, some of the common functions are amplification, filtering, attenuation, modulation or demodulation, conversion, impedance buffering, linearization, grounding, isolation. So this is regarding introduction to the signal conditioning. Thank you.